Hello friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In the previous video, we have learned what is loops in Java, what are the types of loops in Java. Now in this video, we are going to learn what is conditional statements in Java and how we can use conditional statements in any programming languages. So what are conditional statements are and how we can use it in Java programming languages. Let's try to understand it with an example. Let's suppose we have tasks A and B. Also, I have a condition of condition 1 and condition 2. So what condition statements says that if it's condition 1 then do A else do B. Also we can say this is as if it's condition 2 do B else do A. Here we have two conditions, which is condition 1 and condition 2. Okay, and based of these conditions we are performing the task. Let's say suppose A is equals to true and B is equals to false. Then now what we have, if condition 1 is equals to true else it is false, and also if condition 2 then it false else true. So these are conditional statements. In other words, we can say that in the conditional statements we have conditions, and based of these conditions we perform tasks. In Java we are basically use two conditional statements. The first one is if else statement and the second one is switch statements. Now let's try to understand with this code. So we have here public class conditional statement and public static void main string args. So I created a class file conditional statement already and added a main method in it. Now let's suppose I pass a variable which is int a is equals to 10. So how we write if else condition? First write if under bracket we write the condition. Let's suppose in our case condition here is a is greater than 10 and we want to print a is greater than 10. Now if I want to print it, then it would not be print because the value of a is here 10 and we print if a is greater than 10. As you can see, we print a is greater than 10. So in this case we have to add else block statement like this. Else we just write like, first copy this and paste here is, and instead of greater we just write less. First check what happens at the output. Just save it and open command prompt and just compile it first like this one. This shows an error which says that semicolon is missing. So here we can see that semicolon is missing, so just semicolon and terminate it. So first save it and compile it again, and now just run it. So it shows the output as a is less than 10. From the code we can understand this is that a is equals to 10 and a is greater than, and under the if condition we pass a is greater than 10, that is false, which is a is greater than 10. So the else statement is by default occur at the output. Now also we have another statement which is called if else if. We write it as else if under the bracket pass the condition like a is equals to 10. One more thing, if we have to match a value we have to use double equals instead of single equal in Java. As you can see, I use double equals. So under the curly bracket we have to just pass, copy it first and pass here a is equals to 10. Now if I run it, first save it, open command prompt, compile it first, and if I run it, it shows the output as a is equals to 10. So basically this else if block statement would printed. So this is how we works with if else statement in Java. Now let's suppose we have a variable int passmarks. Passmark is equals to 35, and under this we pass if statement which have a condition called passmarks. If passmarks is smaller than 35, then what we want to print at output, just like system.out.println student has failed. And else if under the bracket we pass the condition passmarks is greater than or is equals to 35, then what we want to print here is just system.out.println, and here we pass student has passed. Right, now let's just check it first. Save it and open command prompt, compile it first and then run it. It shows student has passed because the pass marks here is 35 and it is equals to else if block statement condition, which is pass marks is greater than or is equals to 35. Now if I change the value, let's suppose int pass marks is equals to 25, right, and then save it and open command prompt to run it. Just first compile it and now just run it. You can see that output is student has failed. What this means is, in this case the condition matches to if block statement, which is pass mark is smaller than 35 and we have pass marks is 25, so it matches this condition and it print as student has failed at the output, right? So this is how we use if else if statement in Java. Now the next one we have is switch statement. It is similar like if else if statements, but to write it we have different conditions. So here first clear it all. Let we have a variable int pass marks, same as before, 35. Then to write a switch statement we use switch. Under the bracket we pass the expression. Let's say expression we're doing here is pass marks, so here pass marks, and under the curly braces we have to write case. We have to write cases. Let's suppose 35 colon, and under this case just write as system.out.println. We want to print as value is 35. Going further, let's check it first what going happens at the output. First save it and open command prompt, just compile it first and then just run it. You can see that output is value is 35. So let's understand how switch statement basically works. Here we pass the expression which is pass marks in the bracket of switch statement. Then case 35, it matches the condition if it finds true. Like in our case it just print value is 35, right? We can see here. Now let's see what happens when we write like this. Suppose we have more cases. Case 40 semicolon, and here we want to print as value is 40. Also suppose another one we want to print which is case 45 and the value is 45, and in default we want to print as the default value is default. And when we done this, just save it first and open command prompt, compile it first. We can see here we have different outputs. So to get read out from this, we use another keyword in Java which is known as break. So if I apply break here, break, also here break, Now let's first save it and open command prompt and just compile it first and run it. Now here we can see it only prints the value, which is value is 35. So basically it searches for the matching condition, and when it finds the matching condition, it just print the value is 35, and after that it finds the keyword break so that it break and move out from the switch statement. So this is how a switch statement works in Java. For more clearance, if you didn't watch my previous video on loops in Java, watch that first. After that you will easily understand this one. You can find that video in the I tab of this video. Also you can find the code of this video in the description. You can ask your doubts in the comment box on any topic in Java programming. So friends, that's all in this video. In the next video we will learn class, methods and objects in Java in details. If you are new to my channel, then don't forget to subscribe my channel, like our videos and share with friends and family. Thank you.